Okay, awesome. Thank you and welcome to NewAge Live. Let me get the slideshow going here. And again, it just takes a second to load up. So, all right. Brent, can you see the NewAge Live slide? Give me a thumbs up. Perfect. All right. My name is Rick Redford. I'm president of North America and Korea. I know geographically it makes complete sense. And it's good to see y'all on the call tonight. And Dan, as always, thank you for filling in last week. Had something that took precedence. And so I appreciate having Dan and Christine to share in the duties, and thank Christine and Alondra for being the host for Wellness Wednesday. And Christine, you missed this today. You were on another call, but I'll probably just turn that over to you. I think you do such a great job. I think that should be your call from now on. We could call it Christine's Wellness Wednesday. I know right now you're going, don't do that to me. Anyway, so for those of you who have not been playing with the new app, it is fantastic. It is so great. I had a chance to talk to someone today who was using it almost exclusively to share information, to share things from the library, to do their business. And they're just finding it to be so comprehensive and so easy. The onboarding videos are fantastic. So if you have not, it's the NewAge Share app. You can find it in your app store. So NewAge Share app. And this is what it looks like. And this is going to be our primary communication function. So for those of you who want to stay connected, wake up every day, log into your app, except for Amy, she gets up way too early. And maybe after you finish your first workout, Amy, you can log into your app. Oh, I love poking fun at my friends. Anyway, so we have a couple of loyalty shopping specials this month as our specials. Optimal M&V, great products. If you don't have them in stock right now, those are two products that I keep in my cupboard for sure. Don't want to run out of. I love the just the core nutrition that gives me. Also, Beat the Heat, the Purity water bottle and filter are extended through the end of August on as a special again this month as well. So a couple of ways that you can benefit from specials and loyalty shopping. This Wednesday, I think Brett took that picture like 20 years ago. Good grief, Brett. Anyway, so Brett West, Senior Director of Research and Development. I don't dare say anything about Dean Hannah's or Dina Brownlow's picture because she will kill me, just crush me in her arms. Anyway, so those are our next 2 weeks. Can you tell I'm on a high today? Can you just feel it? Can you sense my energy? Wellness Wednesday is becoming so much fun. We love Wellness Wednesday, and we love the guests that we have and the information that's shared. Noti shots this Wednesday, and then our Slender Eyes powders, and so Pure Nourish, Power Boost, and Beauty Boost will be a week from Wednesday. So we love our Wellness Wednesday. Also, the early bird pricing for our event in October, we're getting closer to announcing guests, agendas, things like that coming soon. So take advantage of the early bird special while you can. So $99 for a single ticket. And you can buy a 10-pack, you pay for 9 at early bird price and get the 10th for free. So even a more reduced price if you decide to go that route. So anyway, come and join us in October either way. And a lot of people have been asking about hotels. There is not a host hotel. The Salt Lake Convention Center is in the middle of downtown, and there's a lot of hotel choices. And so what groups have been doing is saying, you know, they'll pick a hotel that's a block away and get their whole team kind of staying at the same hotel. So a lot of options. Salt Lake City is a great time of year in October. Might snow, might be 75 degrees. You just never know. It's kind of like awesome. Anyway, so tonight, recognition. And Christine, I know I asked you to join me, but Dan is on to fulfill his duties. And I know you're highly disappointed, but Dan, are you there?
I'm here, Rick. Sorry, Christine. I didn't mean to let you down this way.
Oh, I'm sure she's heartbroken. So
she did it so good last week. I gotta give her another shout out. She was amazing. So
she is. Yeah, and she's hosting Wellness Wednesday this week as well. So that'll be awesome. All right, let's get on with it. Dan, new team lead. And you earn team lead with lifetime earnings of 100 USD. Karina Miesinger from California. Way to go, Karina.
Right. Desert Property Maintenance. That sounds lovely. From Nevada. Congratulations.
We just call them DPM for short. We don't. But, yeah. Sylvia J. Rivas from California.
Up in Canada, we have John Huao Zhao from British Columbia.
Maria Ham from Alberta.
And Marie Gagné from Quebec.
New team leads. Congratulations. Awesome. Way to go. Love our team leads. Can I say one more thing about our team leads? So team lead, we sometimes don't make a big enough deal about, but that is the first step. You can't get to officer, you can't get to chairperson until you pass through team lead. It's the first stepping stone. It's very important. So I just want to give them another shout out. One more time for our new team lead. Perfect. Now our new senior team leads, and you earn this with US dollar earnings of 200. Let's hear it for Eva Rumble from North Carolina. That sounds like a drum roll.
Triumph Edu Health LLC from Virginia.
Fran Caldwell, South Carolina.
Of Miss Fran Caldwell. Emily and Devlin Forsyth from Colorado.
Sharon Nacionales from California.
And we have Jennifer Alexander from Florida.
Benjamin P. Bingham from Texas.
And from Canada, we have Leslie Ann Nelson from Alberta.
Awesome, new senior team leads.
Good job, y'all.
Love the Alberta people. Lived there for a couple of years. Love to see that. New managers, and you earn manager with a lifetime earnings of 800 US dollar. Let's hear it for Anna Patricia Sanguinetti from Maryland.
Awesome. And we also have Annette Jacks from Nebraska.
Managers, congratulations. New senior manager, and you earn this with lifetime earnings of 900 US dollars. Lara Scher from Nebraska. Way to go, Lara.
And a repeat from the last slide, she's moving and shaking. She gets recognized twice tonight. Anna Patricia Sanguinetti from Maryland.
Awesome. Way to go. New senior manager. On the move. New director, and you earn this with lifetime earnings of 1,000 USD. Catherine Sarnowski from Pennsylvania. Way to go, Catherine.
Hey, Catherine. Congratulations. She's such a wonderful person. I love Catherine.
Awesome. Way to go, Catherine, for being a title advance and for being a wonderful person. New vice president, and you earn this with 1,000 lifetime earnings, 1,000 USD, and 3,000 in payline volume. Lori Ann Reber from Texas.
And Kathy Plants from Nebraska. Congratulations.
Nebraska's on a move, and I want to. Well, I'll say something after this. Actually, I'll say something right now. So, the awesome thing is understanding that, the simplicity of our business model as it's going to look about, a week of 10 days from now, compared to what it looked like 2 weeks ago. We've had a convergence, and not everything worked 100%. Not that it. I guess I would say raise your hand if you thought it was going to be perfect. It's just not when you're merging two massive companies together. I know a few weeks ago we had Blake and Mark on to talk about the extent of this project. And it hasn't been 100% simple, and we acknowledge that. And the other thing I wanted to acknowledge, and we've said this before, is whenever there's a shakeup, it's affecting you individually at the bank account level. We understand that it's affecting your life, the life of your family. We apologize for any inconvenience that this is causing, because we do understand this is not a company that is sitting there behind closed doors. I remember seeing a Far Side cartoon once where the pilots were on the intercom saying, yeah, we're going to be entering some turbulence in the next few miles, so put on your seatbelt. And then the next view, they're doing this with the steering wheel. That's not what we are doing. We're not sitting there shaking the plane up, trying to make things uncomfortable. There were some very real reasons why, to grow into the future, we had to do this. And while it is uncomfortable, while we work through some of those kinks, and we do apologize, we are really moving forward every day with improvements and fixes. And the app is a perfect example of something that is working well. And people were able to build their business. Look at Nebraska. I mean, during the last week or so, when it's been challenging and a lot of people have said, oh, I'm just going to wait till kind of things get fixed. Look at what Nebraska's done. And this is the Christy and John Oakey team. They've really hit it. So congratulations to them, and congratulations to all of our title advancements today. Well done.
Andrew, great job, everybody. Well said.
And Dan, thank you, my friend.
Hey, enjoy the rest of the call, everybody, and we'll get back after it again next week.
Awesome. Thanks, Dan. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Have a good night.
So we've got a couple of great transformation stories tonight. Actually, I'm really excited. We've heard from both of them before, but we love their transformation so much. So the first one is Paula Boesener. And Paula, I really apologize if I didn't pronounce your last name correctly, but I did pronounce Paula, I hope, correctly. So Paula, yes. Senior Manager from Paula Boesener, please go ahead and unmute yourself and come onto the call.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for having me again. It's a real pleasure.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so this time I'm ready for you.
You know what? And thank you for saying that, because as you recall, last time that happened, Paul was like, nobody told me I was on, but I'm happy to share my story.
Yeah, I was just about to put my sincerity on when you called me. I'm like, ah. So anyways.
You look marvelous.
Well, I'm ready this time. Thank you. So yeah, I'm a health and wellness coach, and I've only been with NewAge for since May. And at the time I was looking for a business, but I wasn't 100% sure. I was looking at another one as well. And I talked to Julie, who's my sponsor, and I had talked to the other people. I was going back and forth, but then I started really digging in. Julie said, well, how are their products made? And are they really clean? Because that's really, really important to me. So we started kind of looking at the products, and there was a few things that I would absolutely not put on my skin, like propylene glycol, for instance. A lot of products have that because it's a humectant, but it's an industrial, cleaner thing. So I would not want to put that on my skin. So that clinched why I came with you guys. Plus the fact of how your program works. And I could see right away from the get-go that there was a lot of support and a lot of really, really good feelings with everybody in the company. And with all these mergers, there was nobody was getting upset, and nobody was trying to be thinking that their company was better than the other. Everyone came in, and it was like a nice big family. So it was a real pleasure to start getting to know people and just seeing how you guys all operate together. So that was really great. So I had put my first order in, and I didn't have it yet. And one of our horses, my daughter rides dressage internationally, so she rides at a high level. So she was away in Quebec for training, and I had one of her horses at home taking care of him along with our other ones. And he had been drugged for many months just to keep him quiet, because he had quite an injury to one of his ligaments, and that was just about healed. So we wanted him to be happy and keep quiet. And then in January, he had hurt himself again, but a different leg. He had hurt his tendon. So every time he would be a little bit silly outside and even just trotting around a little bit, it would blow up, and he would get his leg would get all swollen. So then he'd be on stall rest for a couple of days. I'd be icing it 3 times a week, 3 times a day, putting liniment, you name it. We were doing it, as well as anti-inflammatories, natural ones. And then we kept him sedated so that, and not like, it's not a drug that makes him groggy or anything. It just takes the edge off. So my daughter's away and he was doing pretty good. And then one day he had a little fit out in the field and my husband had a little bit of time trying to catch him. And when he brought him in, he was literally hobbling and his leg had swollen quite badly. And I just said, no, not on my watch. So I right away start thinking, okay, what can I do? And so I called Julie and said, do you have a bottle of noni? Because I don't have any and I want to try it on this horse. Is it good for horses? She goes, I don't know. I said, well, I'm going to try it. If it works for us, it has to help for them. So I'm always trying things on them. So I went and got it right away. And I started him on 6 ounces a day, and 2 in the morning, 2 at lunch, 2 in the evening, and put him on stall rest for a day, 2 days. And within 3 days, he was walking completely normal. And he was trotting a little bit, like in hand, completely normal. And then I thought, wow, this is good. So I started putting him outside again, but I dropped him down to 4 ounces a day and kept him at about, wait, no, I didn't drop him quite yet. It was a little bit longer. I kept him on the 6 ounces. And then within a week and a half, all the swelling was completely gone, everything. So, and then he had been outside too. He had been on long days. But before I started him on the noni, I had talked to my daughter and told her what had happened to him. And she said, you know what, let him be a horse, take him off the drug. I'm just going to retire him. And I took him off the drug that sedated him.
Yeah.
But I said, I'm going to try one more thing. And so that's when I started on the noni. So after a week and a half on 6 ounces, the swelling was gone, everything. And he was being turned out and he was fine. So I put him down to 4 ounces a day, 2 ounces twice a day. And then she came home beginning of June and she could not believe that he was okay. And mentally he was happy and he wasn't having these flare-ups that he would have. He's a horse that when he loses it, he really loses it. And he has a hard time coming back down when he goes into hindbrain. So she was really amazed. And within a week of her being home, she actually started riding him again and had not ridden him for almost a year because of the other injury. And so we kept him on 4 ounces for maybe another month as she kept riding. And then we brought him down to 2 ounces maintenance a day. And she still kept riding him 4 or 5 times a day, but just quiet stuff, not asking a lot because he'd been off for so long. And then he never swelled up once. Wow. Never once, not when she was riding and not when he'd been out in the field. And he would be out for 6 to 8 hours a day.
That's awesome.
And nothing. So yeah, she was really excited about that. And now we just keep him on a maintenance of 2 ounces a day and he's good and happy. And
that's great.
Yeah. So for myself, I really noticed the noni. I started after him finally when my order came in. So I had a really bad, I have a bunion that came because of a horse stepping on me really hard one year. And it just healed. I mean, it just turned into a bunion, but there's part of it is underneath as well. So I always have to wear shoes that have sponge or something really soft. And a lot of times if I go hiking or if I'm on my feet long hours, it really, really starts to throb. And sometimes I just couldn't sleep at night. And the minute I started on the noni, I have never felt it once. Wow. Never. And we've been hiking 15 kilometers and nothing. So it's been really, really great that way. and also my sleep. And one of my brothers who had he had a jackhammer fall on his head. He was working on carpentry, and it fell directly on his head from above. And it was a few years ago, and he had a really bad concussion, and ever since then he had migraines really bad. He was moody, couldn't sleep, all kinds of things were bothering him. And I got him on the noni when I went for a visit to Ontario, and he was just drinking the stuff like 6 ounces a day, having a great time with it. And one of my sisters who works with him, she said he's very, very different now. And he seems so much happier, so much more comfortable. So
Great.
we've been noticing really good things with the noni.
Awesome, Paula, thank you. And you know what, and I don't mean to lessen yours and your brother's situation, but animals don't have a opinion. They just do. And so I love hearing the story of the horse. Not that I didn't love your story and your brother's story as well, but
no, they don't lie. I would have to differ with you that they don't have opinions.
That's right. Well, that's a good point.
But they don't lie. They don't
That's
lie.
right.
They don't know that you're doing something for that reason. So
that's right.
It's really great.
Well, thank you again for sharing tonight. Really appreciate you being on the call. And again, apologize for putting you on the spot last time, but great job tonight. Thank you.
Oh, no worries. Thank you.
Awesome. So next up, let me share my screen again. Next up, we have one of our favorites, one of my favorites from Alabama, Miss Kim Gray. And I'm going to share with you her before and after. She is an amazing story. Every time I hear Kim share, I just tear up. It's so inspiring to so many people. And Kim is relentless in sharing her story. Like, she will share her story with everyone, including anybody passes by the billboard now. But Kim and her husband have had great transformations. And so I'm so happy to have her share tonight. So Kim Gray, are you there?
I am. Hello, Rick.
Hey, Kim, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So I'm going to, let me get you, there you go. Got you on a spotlight. I'm going to just turn the mic to you and let you share your story, whatever comes to your mind and however you want to share it tonight.
Okay. Thank you. And thank you for having me on tonight. And I want to first start off by saying I am very, very privileged of getting introduced these products. These products has changed my life totally. About 2 years ago, my daughter was working at a local bank, and she knew that her mom, I have tried everything to lose weight, from Weight Watchers to Plexus to Nutrisystem. I've tried it all. The doctors has gave me medicine to try to lose weight, but I was born with a form of muscular dystrophy, which is a muscle weakness that caused me to be very weak, and I've not been able to exercise. So every time I would get on a weight loss program, you had to exercise to lose weight, and I was not able to do that because of my disability. But my daughter asked this gentleman that came in, his name was Jerry Halsey, and he was out in the lobby talking to people about these products. And she said, "Sir, would this help my mom? My mom has just gave up, and she's really needing something to help her." He said, "Absolutely." He said, "Let me meet your mom and dad, and we will talk about these products and this program." It was December the 19th. I did not want to go meet Jerry. It was during Christmas time. I didn't have it on my mind. I didn't want to do anything. I was content. I didn't think anything would ever help me. But I did it for my daughter. I went to her kitchen and sat at her kitchen table, me and my husband, and we met Jerry. That night, Jerry promised me, he looked at me and he said, and I didn't know Jerry, and he told me, he said, if you would do these products and do them right, I promise you they will help you. And they will help you lose weight. So I agreed with him. At the beginning, I did not want to do it, like I said. And then he told me Merry Christmas and he gave me a box of drops. So I couldn't tell him no. And so I went home the next morning and I started the drops. Within 2 weeks, I lost 12 pounds. And I started feeling good, different. I started having a little bit more energy than what I normally did. But keep in mind, I still have MD. I'm still weak. My husband has to help me up and down out of a chair or off the couch. I have a lift chair that lifts me up and down. I have had all my life. But after that 2 weeks, Jerry then put me on the MOA. And the MOA has gave me my life back. I have lost a total of 83 pounds, but the MOA has gave me where I don't have to have my husband to help me up and down no more. I don't have to have my husband pulling me up and down steps no more. I can actually do it on my own. I do not have a lift chair no more. I got rid of my lift chair and I feel amazing. Not only have I lost weight, I've got my energy back. I still have MD. I was born with MD. I'm just living it better than what I did before. I did not go into doing this as a business, but that has changed. After 6 months of me being on these products, and I had a transformation. I love helping other people. It's my heart's desire to help people that was like me, that could not get around because they were overweight and they could not exercise. Because let me tell you, I have not exercised any when I lost 83 pounds. Because I still can't get out here and exercise. And I'm trying with this level up. Today, me and my husband, we walked a little bit. I can just do a little bit because I am still, I still have MD, but I'm getting around better than what I was. I was supposed to be going to a wheelchair within 2 years. From what the doctor says. And it's been 2 years now that I've been on these products and I have not, I'm not going that way any longer. But my business, I've always been on total disability. And last July, I called the Social Security office. I did no longer want to be on disability. I wanted to get off of disability and I want to work and do this for the rest of my life. And the Social Security office said, Miss Gray, no one calls us to get off of disability. We have people wanting to get on it every day. And I says, well, I've been on it since I was 19 years old. I am 51 years old now, and I want to get off of disability. So I am completely off of disability. With these amazing products and this amazing business and my amazing team, I have been able to pay off about $27,000 worth of debt that me and my husband has had over years of time, and we have paid it off. I mean, we owe zero, and that is an amazing. So not only has this changed my health, it's changed my lifestyle and my finances. And I thank God that I met Jerry Halsey that day.
Kim, thank you so much for sharing again tonight. You really are such an inspiration to so many people. And I've had the opportunity of spending time with you and your husband at multiple different events. And, you just continue to inspire me as well. So thank you. Thank you for doing that. And I know that that was not your intention necessarily to inspire me, but in your day, in just how you're approaching this and the miracle that's happened in your life. And, you know, the beautiful thing is our products don't cure or heal. We don't claim that they do that. Our bodies are incredible healing machines. And the problem is that they're starving for nutrients. And, you know, the skinny drops, which was a nickname that some people have given the product, Slender Eyes, started the process. But then MOA, which stands for mother of all, is such a concentrated, nutrient dense product that it was able to fill in some of those gaps that your body was just not able to fill in, and help your body to do these miracles. And so, Kim, thank you so much for sharing tonight.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, moving on to our, I don't know, climax of the call, batting cleanup, running, you know, starting at quarterback. I don't know. How do you want to language this? But let me go back to sharing my screen. Please welcome one of my favorite people, someone I'm honored to call my friend. And not only that, he's a chairperson too, which is pretty darn impressive anyway, and a great success in our industry. But I love Brent's perspective, and I've got a quote to follow you up, Brent, but share with everyone on the call tonight kind of what you're seeing and your perspective tonight.
Absolutely, Rick. Thanks for having me tonight. And I love the stories. And Kim, every time I hear her story and hear her finish it up with what she's doing financially with this company, just, you know, blows me away. And she's an inspiration, as well as so many people that are here tonight. And one of the things that you mentioned tonight that I wanted to talk about is, you know, we have been going through, and you mentioned it, Rick, we've been going through some change, you know, and it's kind of funny. There's a book out that says change is good, but you go first, right? You know, but it's really fun to think that what the future looks like. And I hope we put this in perspective, because I've been, you know, spending a lot of time in this change moment that we're in with our company, with our global convergence, with our new website, our new app. And so there's two ways to look at change. You know, one is if you're moving from something to something new, sometimes that can be a little uncomfortable. And so a lot of times the best way to learn is just to dive into it. And recently, that's what I've done with the NewAge Share app, which is a phenomenal app. And I love the way you piece it together and say, this is going to be our communicational hub for the future, to where you can wake up in the morning and it's almost, you know, it will be your news source for your day for NewAge. And so I've been looking in the apps and I'm blown away with the tips. So I challenge everybody, if you haven't been to the NewAge Share app, go to it, click on tips, and watch the onboarding videos. They're short, they're concise, they're to the point, and they're just magical. But think like this. Don't think from your standpoint. Think about the new person getting their hands on this. Okay. Yeah, we need to watch it. Yes, we need to, you know, if you haven't watched the tips video, take the time to watch it, but think about it from the brand new person you're going to bring in. It's phenomenal. And then to think about now, I've watched them over the last few days really load up the PDLs on all of our products so that we don't have to be an expert, so that we can let the PDLs of the NewAge Share out be the expert. Somebody asked us what's in MOA. Hey, great question. Love that you asked it. Let me text you over a PDF on exactly what's in it, and then get back to what you were talking about. And you can do that with all of that now with the NewAge Share out. So I highly recommend, you know, go to that. And then Rick, another point I was thinking about, I got to give a shout out to Anthony Moreland and Shannon Rowland, you know, and I know they're on the call tonight. But they've been working with the group in South Carolina and talking about new people coming in. You know, new people does not know anything about change. Like this is just the way they do business, right? It's just the way NewAge operates now with the new website, the NewAge share out. And so I was talking to them recently, and they're exploding a brand new business in South Carolina. I mean, I got to give a big shout out, Fran Caldwell, Jewel, I don't have to say their last name, Chuck, Jerry, Antoine, Edwina, Beverly. Beverly's enrolled 8 new people this past weekend, 8 brand partners this past weekend. Benjamin has enrolled 6 brand new people this last weekend out of Texas. And Edwina Beverly from California. But the bottom line is there's probably over 20 brand new people inside of this group that's enrolled since the weekend, and they have no clue about change. This is just the way we do business. And so it was inspiring to me to go, you know what? It's just time to go. It's time to share with the world, bring in the new. And you know what? We're going to learn as we grow. We're going to learn this website. We're going to learn this NewAge share out. But what I see is the vision of the future of how beautiful it looks. You know, Rick, just today, our president of the company, Mark Wilson, was in Africa with Africa's president, just like you are in North America, in Africa. And to see those people there getting ready to launch that continent, getting ready to launch in Southern Africa, and to know that it's only possible because of our global convergence. And then to think about how we expand from there. So there's so much excitement, but I want to wrap it up, Rick, with this. And then if you have anything else you want me to say, but just today, and I welcome everybody to attend this Monday through Friday. I do a coach's corner on Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. We pick a word of the day. And it's really just to kind of look into the word, and it's meant to be some self-development to go attack the day with. And we have people from all walks of life that tune in, not just in our industry. And the word for today was resilient. And I think that's where we're at right now with our company, is the people that will carry this company into the new age is the people that are resilient. And as I was talking about the word resilient, it's being resilient means being able to adapt, being able to bounce back when something difficult happens, like maybe change, right? It's the ability to once again pick ourselves up after something painful or something uncomfortable happens and just move forward, being resilient. And I brought everybody's attention to this morning. There was a surfer years ago. Her name is Bethany Hamilton. And at 13 years old, she was like destined for fame in surfing. Lived in Hawaii. And at 13 years old, she was attacked by a tiger shark. And the tiger shark bit off her arm, bit off her left arm. And they interviewed her. And I'll tell you, 20-something days after the shark attack nearly took her life, she went back out on the water. She swam back out to attack the wave. She her and her father designed a surfboard that would fit the needs of her after her shark attack left her without an arm. She was resilient. She went on to compete in January 2004, less than a year after the shark attack. She went and she competed in the competition, and she went on to win first place competition after first place competition, and has competed all the way to 2017 at a very professional level. Resiliency. And when they interviewed Bethany Hamilton, here's what they asked. What's a quote that you would tell the world when some obstacle comes their way, but yet they want to work through it? She said, here's what I would tell them. I don't need easy. I just need possible. And when I don't need easy, I just need possible. And Rick, what our company, what our executives, what you're giving us right now is the possible. You're giving us the ability to go into the future with this brand new website, with this brand new mobile app, with all that's the capacity that it has. And you're really looking at us today going, hey, Brent, just go lead the way. Go be the leader. Go bring in new, because the new knows no change. The new just knows what is there today and how to go grow. And so I look back to that this morning. Maybe God put it in our path this morning about resilient, but that's what I want to be here. I want to be resilient. I want to go after this. And I'm so grateful that you and the rest of the executive team has put this in front of us. And although there might be some navigation right now, I know it's for a reason. And I know these people that are on the Zoom tonight are going to be resilient. We're going to come out on the other side super strong, super strong.
Brent, thank you. I was just thinking back on, I know it was a million years ago, but my first day of high school, and how unbelievably like frustrating. And like I had this, I don't know about you, I had a recurring dream almost every year of my high school year that I forgot my locker combination. And I mean, it was the stupidest thing, but we are so, the silliest things kind of cause us to be frustrated. And in the bigger scope of things, as I look back on those 3 years of high school and the amazing experience I had competing at the state level in swimming and water polo, and all the friends I made, the lifetime relationships, I could have let those moments in the beginning of kind of despair, frustration, fear, all those things get in the way of that experience, and could have defined my whole high school. I think sometimes we have a tendency, right, as humans, and I love the word resilient, because sometimes we let those things define how we're going to proceed and move forward, rather than say, okay, we're going to get through this, we're going to overcome, and we are going to be stronger on the other side. So your message tonight was so timely and really great, Brent. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and I know when you climb off this call, you're going to say, dang, I wish I would have said ... So I'm going to give you the opportunity to not have to say, dang, I wish I would have said, and I know you're thinking about this ... but give you that opportunity to whatever that previous to ... would have been that you wish you would have said that you're going to now say.
Yeah, I think really my message that if I ... at anything, it would be to tell the person on the call right now that's sitting maybe outside of the fence, that is in the company, man, you're using the products, but you're kind of waiting, you're hesitating about like going forward. I'll wait till everything is perfect. And what I would tell you is, although it might be a little bit scary and you might have to wait with customer service, we have the most amazing customer service staff in the world. But you might have to wait a little longer on the phone. You might have to work a little harder for a sale to get it inserted into the system right now. But what I think about is, why I see the people that are jumping in now. I see the people that are taking action now. And there's this bond forming, Rick, that is just special. Like, it's like a group of people that are locking arms right now across the company going, I don't care that you're not in my downline. I don't care if you're in my up. I don't care where you're at. We're going to be a group of people that lock arms with each other and help each other get to the finish line. And I see that being done more today than possibly since I've been in this company. Yeah. And I look and I go, the bond that is forming right now is going to be, it's just going to be, it's this ball rolling. It's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So if you're sitting on the outside, jump in the playing field right now. Just jump in the playing field. Start getting on Zooms like you are tonight. Start reaching out to people and then getting somebody to jump in there with you and talk to them. Just simply start. And I promise you this, a month, 2 months, 3 months down the road, you'll be so excited that you did it now instead of waiting.
Yeah. I mean, how many of you said, I'm going to wait to have kids till we can afford it? How many of you said, I'm going to wait for, for this until I do this? Don't let this be one of those moments that you're defining your success by a system changeover that, yes, there's some frustrations, but guess what? The bigger picture is so much more beautiful. And don't let that be muddied by a few frustrating moments. And Brent, thank you again. So timely. Appreciate you and your friendship especially, but also your leadership is just awesome. Thank you so much. And Kim.
Thank you, Rick.
Yeah, you're welcome. Kim, again, your message just continues to inspire. Paula, thank you for sharing that tonight. 3 in 1. I love that. 3 testimonials in one, all about Noni. It was awesome. Dan, Anthony, Ashley, Christine, thanks for being willing to be my partner in recognition tonight. I'm going to leave with a quote. It's so appropriate. It always works out to be this way. I love how this works. This is a Stephen R. Covey quote. Live out your imagination, not your history. So with that, I'm going to unmute the